down in the trio, take the first ending and go on, right? All right, here we go.
Ready for this?
Not so fast. Okay, pump is up. And then Star Spangled right after that.
So pros and then walking in to pomp as well?
Everybody walks into pomp these days.
Okay.
That changed a few years ago.
Yeah.
Even though the program still says ceremonies. They took that out a long time ago. Okay. So let's listen. Let's practice this on a silent. Okay, let's just. So I'm gonna go 1, 2, ba ba ba, and that's the downbeat of 64. So I give a prep. 1, 2, 64, ba ba ba, trombone, ba ba ba. You got it. Okay. 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 And then we're gonna play all the way over. Remember, we play all the way over. Keep playing. No. Yeah.
Yeah, you go.
Yeah. Keep playing. Keep playing. Keep playing. Get to 173, and then you play 173, and then the next downbeat is what? 223. Right? Think ahead. We need to be in C major. And we get to 263, and I give you a nice fermata, and then we go back to 78, repeat the whole thing again. You'll get used to it.
You don't get it right the first time.
That's what I thought. Okay, yeah. Yeah, so when the platform party get good and ready, when they're in, then I can start to figure out how to end this thing. This is my biggest spear of this whole performance.
I was just like that.
Ending all the circles.
But it is.
So do you, I mean, you can check.
I don't like this one.
We're ready. But you know what? I don't really want to start the music until they start to walk me, because it's a 6 hours of music for them walking. I want them to at least get going here. So
Sure. Is the microphone in the way? Or do I need to just... Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 87th commencement exercise of Southern Oregon University. Please welcome our faculty, the candidates for degrees of the class of 2013, and the platform party.
morning, SOU! Welcome to Southern Oregon University's 87th commencement ceremony, where we will confer 1,356 degrees. Welcome also to our friends watching on cable television, RVTV, Benvenidos, amigos, a Guanajuato. And especially we want to welcome the class of 2013. I'm Provost James Klein, and I have the honor of presiding over our 2013 commencement exercises. I would like to acknowledge the work done by our commencement committee to make this a memorable event. I also want to extend special thanks to the Offices of Enrollment Services and Admissions, to the Facilities Management and Planning staff for their tireless efforts, and for the many volunteers you've seen from offices throughout our campus. I also encourage you to note in your programs the numerous individuals, organizations, and businesses within our community who have made great contributions to the quality and meaning of our university. As today's program progresses, I will be assisted by two orators, Jeffrey Riley and Charlotte Durin, both from Jefferson Public Radio. Assisting us with signing today are Isla Sachs and Jan Hearing. Now, ladies and gentlemen, please stand and remain standing for the presentation of colors and the national anthem. This morning's colors are being presented by members of Southern Oregon University's ROTC. The color guard is led today by Cadet Trinity Kastner. After the colors are in place, the Southern Oregon University Band will play the national anthem. We invite you to join the graduating SOU music students Elizabeth Lynch, Michael Cavaney, and Diana Richardson in the singing of our national anthem. Please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to introduce the President of Southern Oregon University, Dr. Mary Cullinan.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you all for joining us this morning to recognize the achievements of our students. Many people, family, friends, faculty, and staff have helped our students reach this important day in their academic careers. I am so happy you could join these students and all of us as we celebrate. I'm also pleased that today's commencement ceremony demonstrates SOU's commitment to environmental responsibility. Instead of providing everyone with disposable plastic water bottles, we asked our graduates to bring their own water containers, which can be filled at the water stations on either side of the track. Drinking cups are compostable and biodegradable. Our programs have been printed on paper from responsible sources. Fabric for the caps and gowns is made from natural wood, from renewable managed forests. SOU students have coordinated a program to collect commencement gowns at the end of this ceremony to be reused next year by graduates who need them. Graduates, if you don't wish to keep your gown, please donate it to one of the collection stations after the ceremony. The stations are located at the stadium exits and at the Ecology and Sustainability Resource Center in the Stevenson Union. Collecting and redistributing gowns keeps them out of the landfill and is just one more step toward a sustainable SOU. SOU's commitment to environmental sustainability has been highlighted in Sierra Magazine, which listed us as one of the coolest schools in the country. The Higher Education Center, our building in Medford, is LEED Platinum. Our new residence hall project, opening this fall, is slated to be LEED Gold. This summer, SOU will begin developing an exciting new center for sustainability. This will be a living and learning laboratory for applied research and projects in sustainability and related disciplines. The center will serve as a community resource for sustainability education. It will foster sustainable business development and facilitate leadership training through thoughtful learning and practice. The SOU Center for Sustainability is one of many manifestations of SOU's commitment to collaboration, creativity, community, and adventure. We invite you to join us in SOU's continuing efforts to preserve our planet. It is now my honor to introduce Kirk Schuler, representing the Oregon State Board of Higher Education. He was appointed to the board in March 2009. He's the Chief Administrative Officer for the St. Charles Health System, a position to which he was appointed in 2011. Previously, he was the president and a member of the board of Brooks Resources Corporation, a real estate development firm in Bend, Oregon. Prior to this, he was an audit manager with KPMG, Pete Marwick in Portland. Actively involved in the Bend community, Director Schuler has been a board member of the Bend Foundation since 2000, of the Mount Bachelor Sports Foundation since 2004, and of the Geldwin Tradition Foundation in Portland since 2007. He has been president and a board member of Building a Better Bend, and co-chairman and board member of the Center for Innovative School Facilities in Portland. Previously, he was chair of the City of Bend Budget Committee and president of Economic Development for Central Oregon. Director Schuler received his BS in Forestry from the University of Nevada, Reno, and his BA in Accounting from the University of Oregon. For the Oregon State Board of Higher Education, Director Schuler serves as chair of the Finance and Administration Committee and serves as the Government and Policy Committee and the Joint Board's Budget Alignment Committee. Please join me in welcoming Director Schuler.
Thank you, President Cullinan. That's more than anyone should know about me. But good morning, class of 2013. On behalf of the State Board of Higher Education, I extend greetings and congratulations to you. As President Cullinan said, my name is Kirk Schuler and I am a member of the State Board. Today, all of us share pride in your incredible accomplishments that have led to this day. My key message for you today is about optimism. I happen to believe a positive attitude is essential to success. In Daniel Pink's new book, To Sell is Human, he discusses how our state of mind can influence the possible outcomes in our life. He cites research that supports the notion that negative emotions evolved to narrow people's vision and propel their behavior towards survival in the moment. In contrast, positive emotions broaden people's ideas about possible actions, opening our awareness to a wider range of thoughts and making us more receptive and more creative. I believe that you have to have the right frame of mind to recognize opportunity and act on it. With this in mind, if all we do is focus on what the media are saying these days about the prospects for college graduates, it'll leave us with those negative emotions that will limit our possibilities. Yes, it's probably more challenging out there right now, to get the perfect job, or to get the exact salary you anticipated, or be able to achieve all the goals as quickly as you had hoped. But don't let anyone tell you what you can do or how successful you can be. You are still in the driver's seat and still the arbiter of your future, and what will you do to create opportunities for yourself. Don't get caught up in the virtual world of the media and get barraged with all those negative messages, because there's also a lot of good news out there. Let me provide just a few points for you from an article recently released just a few weeks ago. Number one, unemployment rates for college graduates are less than half those without a degree and are in the 4% range on average. Secondly, as you gain experience in the next few years, your salary will rise and your unemployment rate in good and bad times will be lower than others. And lastly, for those of you with graduate degrees, those pay off even more with both higher earnings and lower unemployment than your counterparts with bachelor degrees. So that wasn't a plug to sign up for more schooling, but it's just a fact. So hang in there, prepare well for your job search, be confident that you are smart, have a lot of skills that are transferable across a lot of fields, and you've received a high-quality education that will serve you for life and be worth the investment you have made. So don't let negativity freeze you into inaction. Rise above it and see beyond it. The tenacity, perseverance, and perspective that you develop in the next several months will also serve you well in life. You have demonstrated that you have what it takes to become successful. The attainment of your degree confirms that you are intelligent, possess a strong work ethic, and are committed to do what you set out to do. You are now well prepared to find and pursue your passion. Maintain that positive perspective so that you will be receptive to all opportunities that come your way and be prepared to explore your passion. Thank you and congratulations again.
Thank you, Director Schuler. Now it is my honor to present this year's commencement speaker, George Pernsteiner. George Pernsteiner served as Chancellor of the Oregon University System from 2004 until 2013, when he was named Chancellor Emeritus. As Chancellor, he oversaw Oregon's public universities, served as the principal staff for the State Board of Higher Education, and was the link between the universities and Oregon's state government. He formerly served as Vice Chancellor for Administrative Services for the University of California, Santa Barbara, Vice President for Finance and Administration at Portland State University, and Vice Provost and Chief Financial Officer for the University of Oregon. In addition, he served for several years as Director of Administrative Services for the City of Seattle. Mr. Pernsteiner holds degrees from Seattle University and the University of Washington. Please join me in welcoming him.
Well, thank you, President Cullinan, and congratulations. Congratulations to the graduating class of 2013. You're going to carry that with you for the rest of your lives, and nobody is going to take it away. My thanks, too, to the people over there, and back there, and over there, all the people who came here today to celebrate with the graduates. I thank you for being here, not just because you are here to help our community celebrate, but also because without you, without your efforts, without your support, without your cajoling, without your rousting them out of bed and off to class, today's graduates would not be graduates at all. So thank you. You graduates each have unique experiences from your time at SOU. Special friends, special places, special memories, that have made an indelible mark on you, and they will come back and they will strike you forcefully and unbidden from some deep, dark recess of your psyche 40 years from now, and you won't even know where they came from. But they will be there because you are marked for life by Southern Oregon University. You are marked for life by your friends. You are marked for life by Ashland and Medford and the community in which you have participated for these last 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, or 8 years. But this is a question my own students hate. What did you learn during your time at Southern Oregon University? What will you take away from your experiences here that will last you for the rest of your life's journey? The obvious answer is written on the expensive paper that certifies that the faculty and the leaders of this university say that you have satisfied all of the requirements to earn a bachelor's or master's degree from Southern Oregon University or the Oregon Health and Sciences University. But I hate to tell you this, regardless of what those requirements are, unless you become a college professor, I think it's highly unlikely that anyone will ever ask you what you actually learned in your classes. So you might remember the year that Hannibal crossed the Alps with his elephants and his army, or you may recall Rosencrantz and Guildenstern and maybe what they did or didn't do or were supposed to have done. Or maybe you'll bring to mind the distinction between a debit and a credit, or be able to describe the theory of relativity to your friends. Perhaps, too, you'll even remember the difference between what you learned in class and what some actors were doing on whatever year's version of CSI you happen to be seeing. But then again, maybe you will not remember any of those things, unless, of course, they pertain directly to whatever you wind up pursuing in life and in work. You're graduating with a head full, absolutely full, of specific facts and knowledge. Today, you know more about whatever the focus of your discipline is than do almost any other people in the world, past, present, or future. You've done that. You know that. And you can try out that knowledge, all that knowledge that you've mastered, tonight in a monologue with your spouse or your best friend or your parents. But by tomorrow, or at least by next year, many of the specifics of what you know today will be obsolete, or you'll have forgotten them. Does that mean your degree is meaningless? Absolutely not. In the mid-1960s, I was a pretty fair Fortran programmer. That's a skill I picked up as an undergraduate student. Yeah, you hear the laughing over there? The computer science majors probably recall that Fortran was the information technology equivalent of ancient Sumerian. It was the original ubiquitous language of computer civilization in its third generation. Everyone who programmed could program in Fortran, because you pretty much had to, unless you wanted to wire the circuit boards directly, or you were a true geek who programmed in a language unique to the machine you were using. As all the classics grads today know, Sumerian continued as an important, if evolving, language for nearly 1,000 years. But by the 1980s, Fortran had become largely an artifact. Does Fortran, whose mastery made me so very proud of myself in 1967, serve me in good stead in 2013? Well, my guess is that it is just slightly less useful to me today than is my ability to recognize the difference between a first declension and fifth declension noun in Latin's accusative case. At least that latter skill has served as a topic of dinner conversation with one of my sons. I have yet to find anyone to converse with about the wonders and vagaries of Fortran since the early 1980s. But then I've forgotten them all. Sic transit gloria mundi? Well, probably not. I had to get some of the Latin in there. Probably not. The value of learning Fortran in college was not in the elegance or intricacies of its code, or even in the utility of knowing the lingua franca of the 1960s computer world. Instead, its value, and that of so many other things that I learned during my undergraduate and graduate studies, was in the habits of mind that I formed then. Habits of mind that, for good or ill, have stayed with me ever since. As humans, we form values as children. These values become our moral compass through life. They provide us with a worldview, a lens through which we view everything and everyone around us, the framework that allows us to make sense of the complexity and chaos of all of our interactions. These values tell us what to expect, what we believe, whether we understand or even can see what is around us, and how we embrace other people and what they do, what they say, and what they have to offer. Education, and especially higher education, provides us with a way to integrate those values into the way we live and the ways in which we interact with others and with the world. Education provides us with the habits of mind that teach us how to think, how to analyze, how to synthesize, how to understand the world around us. Education even provides us with the opportunity to conceive new worlds, new ideas, new approaches. It gives us a flexibility that can be anchored in our values without being paralyzed by our values. Education gives us the pliability to succeed, the pathways to understand, and the mental space to innovate without requiring us to abandon the moral values that define us as our unique selves. In short, education permits us to adapt our worldview to the real world in ways that allow us to succeed as people and as citizens. What you learned at SOU will not be your compass through life, but it will allow you to read that compass and navigate a complicated and bewildering world with confidence, with integrity, and with success. So, no, I really don't expect that you always will remember the derivative of a cosine, or be able to explain Seva's theorem on the nature of concurrency, or narrate all 635 lines of the Rime of the Ancient Mariner, even if you could do so today. I suspect you all can do that today. But even though I do not expect that you will retain a lot of content knowledge, equipped with your education from Southern Oregon University, you will be able to adjust and adapt more successfully than ever before to the curveballs that life may throw you. You will be able to triumph more readily over adversity, and you will optimistically expect that you can do so. You will become productive citizens who are, statistically at least, more likely to be working, more likely to be earning, more likely to participate fully in the exciting opportunities of the 21st century global world than are those who do not have the benefit of a university education. The value of your degree is not in the facts you have accumulated, although they are many. It is not in the courses that you have completed, although they are impressive. It is not in the specifics of your first post-college job or graduate program, although I hope that they are interesting and exciting. Rather, the value of your degree is in the way you view life, the way you view work, the way you view other people, the way you view problems, the way you seize opportunities. In short, the value of your degree lies in the habits of mind that your time at SOU has shaped, and the way in which those habits will join with your hard work to ensure success in life, in work, and in relationships. This has been an important time for you, and SOU has been an important place. You have been important for SOU. You and SOU have achieved a lot together, or you wouldn't be here today. But armed with both your degree and the habits of mind that Southern Oregon University has nurtured, you will achieve far more in the future for yourselves, for your families, for your communities, for your country, and for our world. And since Southern Oregon University is a state university, for Oregon's citizens, and for the success of Oregon's future. I thank you for what you have done and for what you will do. Your future is full of exciting opportunities, and your success in seizing them will make my own future brighter. But more importantly, it will make the future brighter for my 2-year-old son. And for that, I really thank you and congratulations.
Wow, great inspiring words. Thank you, George Bernsteiner. And now, Provost Klein will acknowledge the faculty.
Thank you, President Cullinan. At this time, it is my pleasure to recognize the faculties of Southern Oregon University and the Oregon Health and Sciences University. The faculty is the true heart of your educational experience. At SOU, we value the personal attention our students receive from their faculty mentors. Graduates, you will remember them and their wise counsel and their encouragement throughout your work years and your lives. First, please join me to acknowledge our new emeritus faculty. Will Josie Wilson, Andy Dungan, Jean Maxwell, Lanny Fujibasubo, Chuck Yeager, and Chris Sackett all stand? Together, these 6 retiring faculty members represent 123 years of teaching at SOU. Please join me to acknowledge them for their dedicated service to the students of Southern Oregon University. Now, will all the remaining faculty members please rise? Graduates, this is your chance to very loudly let them know how much you appreciate them. Yeah. Our Associate Provost, Dr. Susan Walsh, will now present the Dan Cook Award for our outstanding undergraduate students.
Each year, Southern Oregon University honors its outstanding graduating undergraduate woman and outstanding graduating undergraduate man with the Dan Cook Award. This award commemorates a friendship with Dan Cook University in Seoul, Korea that spans well over 30 years. This friendship is also recognized during the graduation ceremony at Dan Cook University, when their outstanding graduating woman and man are presented the Southern Oregon University Award. The criteria used to select the Dan Cook Award recipients are academic scholarship, contributions to campus life in leadership, and evidence of citizenship and character.
Southern Oregon University is now pleased to recognize Jill Mullen-Feely as the Dan Cook Outstanding Undergraduate Female Student of the Year. Jill has completed her Bachelor of Arts degree in Language and Culture with a concentration in Spanish and minors in Anthropology and Latin American Studies. Jill graduates with a 4.0 grade point average. And Southern Oregon University is now pleased to recognize Ryan Tyler Anderson as the Dan Cook Outstanding Undergraduate Male Student of the Year. Ryan is an accelerated baccalaureate student who has completed his Bachelor of Science degree in Economics, a certificate in Applied Finance and Economics, and a minor in Business Administration in only 3 years. Ryan graduates with a 3.98 grade point average.
Found my right page. SOU's Dean of Business, Dr. Raj Parikh, and Eloy Juarez Sandoval, Provost of the University of Guanajuato, will now present the Guanajuato Award for the Outstanding Graduate Student.
Each year, our sister university in Guanajuato, Mexico, recognizes a graduate student who combines high excellence in academic work with extraordinary service to the university and community. This year, we present the award to Sarah Bouvet. Sarah is graduating with a Master of Science in Education, Special Education. She is completing her studies with a 4.0 grade point average.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to welcome a representative from the SOU Alumni Association to the podium. Vance Beach grew up in Mesa, Arizona, and received his bachelor's degree in communication from SOU in 2011. While at SOU, he was a four-year letterman in football, served as the team captain, and earned multiple honors as a wide receiver for the Raiders. Vance also took an active role in the Black Student Union. He now works as an account executive at CDS Publications in Medford. Vance became a part of the SOU Alumni Board of Directors in early 2013. He is currently pursuing a Master's in Management degree here at SOU. Vance will now extend greetings from your fellow alumni.
Hello, class of 2013. Again, I am Vance, and I'm honored to stand before you today as a graduate of the class of 2011 and the newest board member of the Alumni Association. On behalf of the Alumni Association, I would like to say congratulations and welcome to the family. It was just 2 years ago and I was in the position you were all in. I can't express the joy, the excitement, and the practical pranks that were running through my head, so I can just imagine how you all must feel. Over the years, you have all developed an appreciation for some part of an association here at SOU. Whether it has been bonds with teachers, friends, classes, sports, or clubs, this will all be remembered and last for a lifetime. I'm here to remind you to stay connected. This will not only bring back memorable moments and keep a growing school strong, but it too will help you with your future endeavors and successes. The Alumni Association offers amazing perks and services that you all shouldn't pass up. The benefits are numerous, but more importantly, the association provides a strong connection to a network of SOU's finest. You have all been given a free year's membership. I believe this is the first time this has been done. You'll receive it when you come up to receive your diploma. It'll be inside. I encourage you all to take advantage. To stay connected and updated to the Alumni Association and receive our bi-monthly e-newsletter and amazing informational opportunities, please update your alumni membership form. And that will be on the sou.edu/alumni site. Now, I know you all are anxious to get out of here and get going with your partying. So let me just say this quote. People can't just be tied together. They have to be connected. Otherwise, they'll find themselves just bound hand and foot. Now, graduate class, if you could do me a favor and just all stand up for a moment and link arms to the person next to you. And I'm going to say, class of 2013, you are, and you guys are all going to, with power, say alumni. All right? Class of 2013, you are alumni. You can all be seated. Now that's power. That's power. Enjoy this special day, and on behalf of the Alumni Association, we encourage you to stay connected to your alma mater. Thank you.
Thanks, Vance. That was great. As we prepare to award degrees to the graduating class, we ask a graduating SOU student to deliver remarks on behalf of the class. Shane Boyd is graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Mathematics and minors in Sociology and Philosophy. He is a Ronald E. McNair Program Scholar who has been accepted into SOU's Master of Arts in Teaching program. Please join me in welcoming Shane to say some words on behalf of our graduating class.
Thank you, Provost Klein. Good morning, and thank you all for coming to celebrate the graduation of Southern Oregon's class of 2013. Every one of us graduating today has faced and overcome a number of challenges. Some of us are parents, some of us are veterans, some are disabled, some are disadvantaged. Some of us work full or part-time jobs in addition to going to school. No matter what personal challenge we've all faced, we've overcome them and we've made it here today to graduate. Beyond these personal challenges, we've all faced academic challenges. We've faced deadlines, new and unfamiliar ideas and concepts. And I know all of us in the math department have faced extremely difficult exams designed to test the limits of our reasoning ability. Regardless of which challenges we faced as individuals, we've overcome every obstacle, and we're here today as graduates. So what's this accomplishment mean? Why did we work this hard? To paraphrase a common phrase, what's in it for us? Educators like to identify two objectives and functions of matriculating. First is training and second is teaching. These are talked about a lot. Training is in specific skills that we've received here at the university that are directly applicable to our future careers and jobs. Now, this is an undeniable benefit of college. A diploma tells employers that we have the skills that they want and that they desire and they need, and that we're worthy of their consideration. We've also been taught new ideas, new facts, and new theoretical methodologies. These will assist us both in and out of the workplace. It's another great benefit of education, and it's one that's not talked about often, except for our prior speaker there. I acknowledge the importance of both these aspects of our education, but I'd like to argue that there's one benefit that underlies our liberal arts education. It's a little more vague and a little more abstract. It's often not talked about outside of philosophy classes and philosophical discussions. Every discussion in class we had, every debate over coffee with classmates, every paper we wrote in response to a prompt, and every opinion that we have formed while we've been here has been a slow development of this idea. In essence, what we've learned is we've learned how to learn and how to think and how to put together critical ideas and opinions of our own. There's a famous statement of Aristotle's, which is quoted often, but I don't think it loses anything in repetition. Aristotle stated that the sign of an educated mind was the ability to entertain new ideas without necessarily accepting them. Thanks to all the great professors at SOU that teach this mode of thought, we now have seeds of educated minds, and that will continue to grow as long as we're alive and with everything we do in the future. This will ultimately is what builds intellectuals. It makes us better community members, better employees, and better human beings. So what happens next? This is commencement. Commencement is a beginning. All of us are going to go on and do other things after this milestone. We're armed with training and specific skills. We've learned new facts. We have critical thinking. Some of us are going to continue with our educations. Some are going to go directly into the workforce. I see sitting in front of me researchers, scientists, teachers, professors, CEOs, and we forgive you all in advance, but some of you are going to be politicians. So when some of you are famous, remember the rest of us, and remember that we were here and proud of you to be a part of your big first challenge. And remember that some of us got better scores than you. So remember that when you're famous and when your heads are in the clouds. We will. Today we celebrate this first step in becoming our future selves. This is a day that belongs to every one of us. Congratulations for reaching this point, and bring your diligence and dedication to all your future endeavors. I can think of no better reward for overcoming my own personal challenges than being allowed here to speak in front of you. And I'd like to thank all the students, the administration, and the faculty who gave me the opportunity. So please give a round of applause for the Southern Oregon University graduating class of 2013.
Thanks, Shane. Before we award the degrees, we would like to recognize those graduates with the highest academic achievements. Please hold your applause until all three categories of honors students are recognized. Will those graduates who are graduating summa cum laude with a GPA of at least 3.9 please stand and remain standing? Will those graduates who are graduating magna cum laude with a GPA of at least 3.75 please stand and remain standing? And finally, will those graduates who are graduating cum laude with a GPA of at least 3.5 please stand? Ladies and gentlemen, please acknowledge these members of the graduating class of 2013, graduating with honors. Now, the moment you've been waiting for. Will all the candidates for the baccalaureate and master's degrees please stand and remain standing? All the candidates for baccalaureate and master's degrees, please stand and remain standing. That's the graduating class of 2013. Stand up, please. Please, please, please. There you go. See, that's not so hard. On behalf of the faculty of Southern Oregon University, at this 87th commencement exercise, it is my privilege to present the class of 2013. President Cullinan, it is my honor to present the candidates for baccalaureate and master's degrees. These candidates have satisfied the requirements in their respective curricula and are recommended by the faculty of Southern Oregon University and Oregon Health Science University to be awarded the appropriate degree.
By authority of the Oregon State Board of Higher Education vested in me, and upon the recommendation of the faculty of Southern Oregon University, I hereby confer upon each of the candidates at this 87th commencement, those present and those in absentia, the Bachelor of Arts, the Bachelor of Fine Arts, the Bachelor of Science, the Bachelor of Applied Science degree, or the Master of Arts, the Master of Science, the Master of Interdisciplinary Studies, the Master of Theater Studies, the Master in Business Administration, or the Master in Management degree, respectively, depending upon the curriculum and degree requirements completed by each candidate, and as indicated in the printed program, with all of the rights and privileges which may pertain.
Before we begin the awarding of degrees, we would like to recognize Josh Danielson, SOU's outgoing student body president. Josh graduates summa cum laude today with a bachelor's degree in business administration and a minor in outdoor adventure leadership. We very much appreciate Josh's dedication and service to SOU. We begin the awarding of degrees with the College of Arts and Sciences. Dr. Alyssa Arp and Dr. Karen Stone will greet the students from the college. We ask that you refrain from using noisemakers and air horns during the reading of the names. You can certainly use them afterwards, since this will interfere with the others hearing their graduates' names. Graduates, President Cullen and I will be the first to congratulate you and present you with your diploma cover. When you receive your diploma cover, please stop, turn towards your fellow graduates, smile, and get your picture taken. Let me just repeat that. When you get your diploma cover, stop, turn towards your graduates, smile, and get your picture taken. Congratulations.
Alistair Burns.
Daedra Louise Adams.
Megan Subbit Burry.
Andrea Lynn Anderson.
Ian Matthias Shasher.
Leah Christine Arenas.
Vanessa Colette Devine.
Tiffany Chantel Early.
Jessica Lynn DeWire.
Alexander Thornton Gentry.
Joseph Bogdan Eckert.
Carmaya Gawaiki.
Tej Von Tangerine.
Brendan Leif Kelly.
Tiara Levitt.
Rebecca Ann Kroc.
Ashley Amber Elizabeth Lombardo.
Virginia L. McPhee.
Chad Robert Magruder.
Jordan Mickey Peary.
Rachel Heather Mitchell.
Mark Michael Schnecksnader.
Crystal Lynn Munoz.
Siobhan Montaigne Trimnell.
Sarah Neuendorfer.
Cassidy A. Smith.
Whitney Nicole Rolfe.
Samantha Lee Setterbow.
John Woodward Sutherland.
Emily Jean Sellers.
Paul John Thurlow.
Riza Puchalski.
Shannon Marie Yost.
Ashley Marcella Parrott.
Marianne Carey.
Allison Gail Parmenter.
Peggy Brenna Dolahan.
Holly Elizabeth Oberlander.
Melissa Ann Boyd.
Sherry Ann Nuri.
Levi Alexander Drake.
Sabrina Ann Miller.
Hannah Witten Ewing.
Sophia Michelle McKinney.
Tara Angelina Fry.
Lauren Nicole Masurgian.
Marina Jean Gehrig.
Jordan Nicole Marsh.
Hannah Yvonne Gogulski.
Sarah Joy Merrier.
Todd Lee Granum.
Victoria Avalon Lipsky.
Ireli Hernandez.
Zachary Joseph Lathrop.
Hannah Elizabeth Ironside.
Abigail Koenig.
Jan Dylan Lapotra.
Erica Danielle Knotts.
Ryan Anthony McKim.
Amber Serene Kirsch.
Todd Taniyoshi Nakano.
Haley Christine Kassler.
Chelsea Nicole Rhea.
Christina Joy Houston.
Nicole Marie Robinson.
Amanda Lee Adams.
Stephanie Nicole Rule.
Corey D. Beebe.
Kelton Isaac Shockey.
Laura Janet Seller.
Sam Scott Sorrentino.
Robert Ellis Cochrane.
Stephanie Irene Teckler.
Chelsea Denise Comstock.
Elizabeth Loretta Tucker.
Rodney Michael Huffstutter.
Maggie Buck Tenica.
Aaron Hooker.
Sean T. Clark.
Samuel Quinn Hoyland.
Jordan Michael Espinoza.
Ian Michael Hand.
Sarah Janae Holgan.
David Joseph Grant.
Brittney Michelle Kellum.
Allie Julianne Gustafson.
Christopher Thomas Coos.
Jesse Ray Eels Adams.
Tasha Maria Laughlin.
Jordan Matthew Daniels.
Emily Frances Miller.
Marcella Cornejo.
Megan Judith Neufeld.
Margaret Helen Converse.
Ian Riversong.
Jamie Nicole Bradley.
Andrew William Reinerson.
Ryland James Bowles.
Shelby Nicole Temple.
David Michael Botcher.
Jesse Jack Allred.
Megan Joy Bierke.
Jeremy Russell Barnes.
Megan Elizabeth Bartling.
Hunter James Blakely.
Corinne Jean Baker.
John Henning Carlson.
Rocky Lyle Anderson.
Joshua Carroll.
Matthew Irvin Anderson.
Melissa Faith Dodoli.
Brody Paul Abbott.
Robert H. Davey.
TJ Yates Kyle.
Ryan Frederick Dempsey.
Mary Lisa Wood.
Sean Christian Ewing.
Joseph William Wilson.
Benjamin Ray Harris.
Jose Anthony White.
Brandon Charles Hawkins.
Corinne Alyssa Westrick.
Keith Thomas Cool.
Ross Sebastian Stewart.
Blake Donald Likens.
Lindsay Ann Harris.
Brett Leduc.
Anna Marie Grant.
Jeffrey Joseph Miller.
Charles Geen.
Timothy John O'Connor.
Sheena Nicole Gallardo.
Michael D. Paradis.
Caitlin Ray Foster.
Emily Ann Parrish.
Miranda Charlotte Marie Edwards.
Nicholas William Patterson.
James Allen Dotson.
Jesse Patrick Parks.
Brianna Kathleen F. Dilworth.
Lana Peary.
Sarah Makose.
Tamara Lee Phillips.
Eric William Convery.
Tarek John Rains.
Jenna S. Contreras.
John Benjamin Rossi.
Stephanie Elizabeth Elaine Compton.
Rosalind Kelly Rucker.
Rebecca R. Clary.
Michael Thomas Rupert.
Kirsten Marie Campbell.
Nicholas Danger Saint.
Christy Lee Burgess. Blaise Luther Buckby.
Brittney Nicole Schenk.
Eduardo Sombrera Medina.
Cody Allen Schiltz.
Jedediah J. Reynolds.
Paul Alexander Tregan.
Jason Michael Reed.
Judy Ann Weaver.
Nicholas James Radford.
Michael L. Werner.
Sarah M. Owenby.
Sean Ryan Wolf.
Leanne. Krista Leanne Manesi.
Abdullah Khalid Al-Humudi.
Crystal Mena.
Ryan Tyler Anderson.
Michael Means.
Taylor Austin Lohr.
Nikki Rose McKay.
Kyle Khalil Pate.
Mike McDonald.
Melena Riva Rentschler.
Robert Andrew Monenbach.
David Scott Shields.
Caitlin R. Malecki.
Corey David Shull.
Jessica Morgan Mock.
Thomas Lee Craig.
Trina Ann Lindsay.
James R. Ellsworth.
Lafayette. Jeremy Richard Lafayette.
Winston Friedman.
Rebecca Johnstone.
Andrew William Hill.
Sean Michael Toshia Eshi.
William Patrick Jasper.
Joseph Hira Hayashi.
Heather Faye Kendall.
Kimberly Pearl Hartwell.
Alex Lindblom.
April D. Harrison.
Kevin Michael Moore.
Austin James Gerwell. Carla Jane Geigley.
Meryl Maria Six.
Rachel Jean Fisher.
Shane Radley Stiles.
Owen Howard Ellis.
Adam Paul Williams.
Timothy Austin Duryea.
Kirsa Jane Benson.
Wilson Thomas Dulligan.
Catherine Elise Bradley.
Piper Daughtry.
Ryan Joseph King.
Alyssa K. Corman.
Hannah Rachel Colney.
Sarah Ashley Clark.
Catherine Nielsen McDermott.
Caitlin Buskovich.
Brennan James McGinnis.
Amanda Teresa Brent.
Bethany Morgan Osborne Koch.
Nicholas Aaron Andelin.
Shauna Marie Oster.
Casey J. Wolt.
Stacy Lynn Perry.
Dave Patrick Wiggins.
Craig Allen Cooper.
Courtney Elizabeth Wetstein.
Alan Gregory Day.
Jessica Lynn Warner.
Lillian Rose Hardgrove.
Jessica Noreen Wonderscheid.
Holly Ann Holstein.
Teresa Turnbull Utke.
Vernon Hull.
Michael Robert Springer.
Melanie Margarita Hunt.
Chase Gerald Sowers.
Robin Sophia Keigel.
Veronica Valereva Saviskiska.
Nicole Susan Newman.
Shelby Nicole Harris.
Timothy Mark Peach.
Catherine Michelle Hart.
Timothy Michael Plaza.
Megan Wagner Janison.
Peter Daniel Stice.
Alexander Michael Kramer.
Jared B. Wilcox.
Mary C. Lee.
Antonio August Zamudio.
Jennifer Lillian Marcellus.
Nadezhda Veniaminovna Andreeva.
Lauren Rachel Marker.
Haley Ann Hannum.
Max Perry.
Hollywood Hunter Hobart.
Catherine Joy Richardson.
Maria Beatrice Livaday.
Abigail Nguyen Rosewood.
Russell Christopher Shorey.
Briston Gates Strong.
Cody Devin Engler.
Christopher Lee Wade.
Ann Elizabeth Hagee.
Kathleen Ann Witcher.
Matthew Jared Keeling.
Leah Katrina Wilson.
Jacob A. Kyle.
Ansel Robert Wilson Briggs.
Joshua Alexander Leff.
Brianne Marie Ross.
Howard Main.
Justin M. Otagoro.
Corey Austin Metcalf.
Osfoski. Sam Osfoski.
Elijah James Oberlander.
Richard Robert Orozco. Jeanette.
Orion Spiro.
Susan Jeanette O'Connor.
Sage Byron Shaw.
Claire Helen Muchler.
Warren Michael Schultz.
Jeremy Franklin McDonald.
Shane William Boyd.
Katarina K. Corpella.
Rosemary Ann Wall.
Sophia Kennan Giacomelli.
Lauren Michelle Keel.
Rachel Marie George.
Jeanette Mercado Arciero.
Carissa Lorraine Ferris.
Don Wayne Bagwell.
Tanner Dylan Farewell.
Brooklyn Paige Bauer.
Jimmy Scott Eggmeyer.
Tyler A. Bedell.
Shaylee Marie Dwivetti.
Brenton James Blue.
Molly Ann Doran.
Brianna Ariel Burgess.
Luboy Ivanova Darova.
Theodore Joseph Calloway.
Ross Kiola Becerra.
Shahe Katrinides.
Curtis James Benton.
Shane Joseph Davis.
Irene Barantes.
Chris R. Dean.
Virginia Louise Arias.
Natalia Taylor Day.
Dustin Fields Culver.
Sering Choden Dorje.
Cami Lynn Belvins.
Tully B. Doyle.
Jamie Lee Parkinson.
Dana Louise Drews.
Tanya Allison Quispe Diaz.
Teresa Esqueda Iboa.
Mingoya. Gabriel R. Mingoya.
Andrew James Fallman.
Rosalie Lewis Locklear.
Patricia Priscilla Foster.
Shane Lee Kirkpatrick.
Brittney Jade Frings.
Grenz. Michelle Irene Grenz.
Jennifer Lynn Gordon.
Jake Morgan Edwards.
Ariana Bianca Graham Hewer.
Emma Lena Welson.
Kimberly J. Handloser.
Jameson Knox Whitehead.
Anthony Michael Head.
Jessica Bernadette Warwick.
Yenny Hernandez.
Terrell Damon Thomas.
Emily Ann Holgan.
Brad Keone Tomashero.
Jacob Joseph Horvat.
Carolyn Maxine Stone.
Austin Taylor Josenhans.
Evan Allen Sims.
Ashton Ray Kaiser.
David Charles Sherman.
Jessica Mika Koriasu.
Makona Gabrielle Wright.
Jamie Merrill Curry.
Joshua Albert Russell.
Camille Andrea Lendormi.
Amy Marie Seliger.
Amy Robinson Grimm Lima.
Julio Enrique Abad.
Anna Amelia Lopez.
Rosetta Ann Shaw.
Destiny Marie Lynn.
Laura Esther Sadler.
Cynthia Martinez.
Jill Mullen Feely.
Gina Louise Matson.
Alyssa Nicole Michaels.
Stephanie Mendoza.
Samantha Carolina Mendoza.
Jennifer T. Moore.
Trevor Thomas McCarthy.
Kristen Meredith Mosley.
Paul Joseph Caveney.
Mari K. Nakamitsu.
Sarah Ann Barrup.
Jordan Emerson Nielsen.
Brandon Thomas Worthington.
Rachel Nicole Norton.
Louisa I. Westley.
Georgiana Lee Olson.
Brandon Charles Ritchie.
Nacy Danielle Pandel.
John Lyle Pfeiffer.
Rebecca Aaron Phillips.
Nace. Timothy Charles Nace.
Elizabeth Rose Robert.
Michael Paul Maurer.
Casey Michelle Roberts.
Jacob Colby McNeil.
Jonathan Rosen.
Mahoney. Alexis Brooke Mahoney.
Mark David Rosewood.
Therese. Leslie Therese Hoper.
Chanel Alexa Syed.
Stephanie Diane Gissel.
Alexandra R. Schmidt.
Spencer Chase Fabian.
Taylor A. Schofield.
Dell.
Tiffany Patricia Sellers.
Margaret, sorry. Margaret McLaughlin.
Whitney Ann Sprague.
Joseph Peter Borda.
Hannah Kathleen Stafford.
Jeremy Ryan Brown.
Destry Shane Stoner.
Beatrice Aquino Abella.
Travis Gill Morgan.
Bateman. Trevor Scott Bateman.
Amber Rose Quillen.
Connie Corrine Gardner.
Melissa Marie Stuckey.
Gordon Matthew Greenlee.
Andrea Lynn Sucraw.
Ty Austin Hoseclaw.
Nathan Ron Zvadin.
Jonathan Thomas Janakis.
Summer Michelle Taylor.
Michael Andrew Caveney.
Asia Ann Thogmartin.
Amanda K. Light.
Amber Ann Underwood.
Elizabeth Renee Lynch.
Laura Yvette Velasquez Rangel.
Jesus Lee Mendoza.
Kelly Nicole Walker.
Alicia Heather Palendi.
Chantel Wade.
Diana Victoria Richardson.
Lindsay Ann Weigel.
Emily Catherine Rocha.
Amy Gabrielle Wilson.
Kyle Clark Shepard.
Cheryl Elaine Wooldridge.
Dominga Annalisa Arzate.
And Jeanette Ruth Wright.
Kelsey Marie Huntley.
Nicholas Steele Altishan.
Malin Judah.
Joshua Edward Bowen.
Austin Lee Kasner.
Cody Miho Fletcher.
Cody Lee Rogers.
Cameron James Fort.
James Antopoline.
Julia Allegretto Gaskill.
Sarah Elizabeth Marks.
Kelly Janelle Harper.
Kristen Elizabeth Binda.
Jeffrey Allen Hayes.
Emily J. Blessy.
Ellen Morgan Huft.
Katie Elizabeth Breen.
Delaney Scott Matson.
I'm not sure. Vicki Ann Brumble.
Kelsey Lou Meyer.
Lillian Teresa Burnett.
Eva Joanna Prokopchuk.
Louisa Rose Chatreau.
Stephanie Margaret Dawn Ross.
Jennifer Christine Corona.
Crystal Lena Joe Rundle.
Catherine Louise Dreisches.
Leona Schrader D.
Caitlin Elizabeth Eccleston.
Callie Ann Sagata.
Whitney Head Burgess.
Veronica Eileen Sherry.
Amy Jeanette Lindgren.
Stephen Samuel Skaletsky.
Mitchell Lofstedt.
Hannah Marie Stellmacher.
Manami Orihara.
Colin Arthur Sumnicht.
Sarah Ponder.
Anderson David Cruz Templeton.
Austin Robert Vanderford.
Nell Lorraine Thompson.
Haley Joe Yates.
Brian Richard Van Winkle.
Jacob Michael Barnett.
Brian Michael Wagner.
Catherine Louise Doan.
Felix Wright.
Haley Michelle Hibbs.
Kevin Paul Young.
Lori Ann Camerzell.
Chelsea Mia Acker.
Benjamin Alec Cates.
Ryan Bradley Callahan.
Anna Maria Rydell.
Sam Callahan.
Sean Peter Reinhardt.
Mario Carew Camburn.
Justin M. Silva.
Stephen Nye Ha'alalela Coney.
Donald Robert White.
Thanks.
Gavin Wendell Douglas.
Angelica Jill Cahey.
Danielle Lee Hicks.
Elizabeth Mary Rumrine.
Catherine Ann Kammerer.
Courtney Jean Dusky.
Scott David Key.
Jolene Fimbrise.
Carlos Nelson Lopez.
Hannah Grace Gutfeld.
Sarah Michelle Martin.
Ashley Nicole Hyde.
Brandon David McCowan.
Roxana A. Jolie.
Alex Ian Kennan Meyer.
Julia Michelle Kerr.
Molly Joanne Norris.
Jenna Marie Leffner.
Avery Lee Proctor.
Jennifer Ann Lucan.
Alyssa C. Roney.
Clarice Alicia Rodriguez.
Stephen Harold Sagert.
Joanna L2.
Leah Rose Sanjanity.
Alicia Marie Tyler.
Hannah Swenson.
Megan Kathleen Urton.
Shadi Vasugi.
Sarah Ann Amaya.
Hannah Wisner.
Ariana Bodzizog again.
Andrew Elliott Yabroff.
Beach. Michelle Renee Beach.
Lawrence E. Alford.
Janelle M. Chapman.
Shauna Lynn Colville.
Eka Whitney Cockrell.
Dawn Janelle Coyen.
Sarah May Eilertson.
Jennifer Lynn Geisbers.
Jackie Cornett Green.
Allison Jane Johnson.
Craig Nicholas Haza.
Laura Ruckel Jostino.
Gloria Herrera.
Amelia Kamek.
Amber Lynn Hewitt. Kristen Stacy LaRange. Kate McKenzie. Sean Alexander Michelson. Sote Ria Fa'aola Tadna Motley. Aurora Marie Reichert. Lois Schlegel. Megan Louise Shear. Stephanie Lynn Skidmore. Mary Elizabeth Stoll. Kinsey Nicole Taylor. Theodore T. Walston. Paul Robert Whitty. Sorry, that was the first one. That's the second one. This is good.
We will now award the degrees in the School of Business and the School of Education. Dr. Raj Parikh will greet the students from the School of Business, while Dr. Steve Thorpe will greet the students from the School of Education.
From the School of Education on this side, Sarah Elizabeth Bourne.
The start of School of Business, Justin G. Allison.
Amanda Marie Dale.
Chad Allen Anderson.
Milo Fraser Davidson.
Ashley Olita Arnold.
Tony Ray Dixon.
Teresa Kalita Avalos.
Tiffany Michelle Fry.
Sohana Bakshi.
Crystal Lee Hiddy.
Gerald Carl Barnett.
Sean Leibarger.
Luisa Barretta.
Jill Patricia Marshall.
Shyla R. Beaver.
Tanya R. Payne.
Daniela Marie Bivens.
Jennifer Carol Prax.
Dawn Elizabeth Blanchette.
Devin Lynn Schaefer.
Brianna Ray Blanning.
Jill Christine Sipes.
Grayson Allen Bly.
Melanie Sprague.
Christina Lee Borman.
Christina Mepala Hokulani Akau.
Lana D. Bourne. Bonnie Jean Brickalt.
Janelle Elizabeth Aldaco.
Shane Anthony Britton.
Hillary Nadine Anchando.
Jesse J. Case.
Luis Miguel Baltazar.
Matthew Stanley Chesler.
Colleen Rose Biller.
Nicholas Alexander Conlon.
Mark Matthias Bloor.
Charmaine Suzette Crunk.
Rachel Lynn Bluth.
Deborah Susan Daggett.
Nicole D. Bourdon.
Jonathan Robert Del Secco.
Carrie Ruth Ann Brooks.
John William Dunlap.
Michael William Bruner.
Brittney Nicole Edson.
Julie K. Case.
Kayla Marie Eichhammer.
Brianne Elise Coverdale.
Zach Stevens Epstein.
Ashley Ann Den.
Mary Louise Erickson.
Shauna Shaw Fisher.
Kyle Patrick Fisher.
Chelsea Lauren Flack.
Megan Terrell Freiling.
Gabrielle Glavinos.
Anne Marie Gibson.
Annika Lynn Grunen.
Tanya Lee Gilreath.
Lonnie K. Hamilton.
Andrew Mark Hackett.
Megan Acacia Harlan.
Charlotte Ann Hammond.
Alexa Marie Hoffman.
Jerica Ford Harbolt.
Alyssa Nicole Hooper.
Rosanna Grace Harrison.
Jordan Marie Hurd.
Amy Elizabeth Hedgepeth.
Hannah Lee Jackson.
Jophine Haza.
Nicholas James Kemper.
Jan Hendrik Heller.
Kelsey Nicole Kirkman.
Angela Corinne Hervey.
Kimberly Krompagel.
Caitlin Lee Higgins.
Catherine Elizabeth Leon.
Danielle Mariah Hinckley.
Angelica Rosaria Lamonaco.
Carson Richard Hockley.
Caitlin Rose Lyon.
Tammy Lynn Holt.
Haley E. Mahler.
Allison Kathleen Huff.
Kimberly Copra Martins.
Kendra Alexis Irigoyen.
Brooke Allison Maytanis.
Dennis Lewis Johnson.
Heather Elizabeth McCann.
Dane Thomas Johnson.
Patrick Eric McLean.
Paula Elizabeth Kirsch.
Amanda Jane Miller.
Megan E. Kinsman.
Molly Elizabeth Moncrief.
Kate Kostenko.
Melissa K. Morelli.
Donna J. Lango.
Marissa Jacinta Morris.
Kaylee Renee Lee.
Mackenzie Rain Mumpower.
Broderick Mackenzie Lindeman.
Michael Brent Murray.
Kimberly Jean Long.
Jessica Ray Norris.
Morgan E. Lysett.
Monique Lynn Offord.
Walter S. Mahoney.
Sarah Ann Osipovich.
Daniel Maple.
Tammy Sean Paulson.
Amanda Renee McCracken.
Mi Ling Fan.
Dawn Nita McElreath.
Stephanie Jasmine Palendi.
Matt Robert McLellan.
Erin Alyssa Pope Morton.
Marissa Janelle Mecca.
Kayla Celeste Rance.
Sarah Marie Malloy.
Catherine Rose Reed.
Rachel Lee Moore.
Leslie Diane Roberts.
Tucker Scout Morris. Laney.
Whitney Michelle Shin.
Julania Marin Oka.
Genevieve Rose Schultz.
Adrian Tusras Olasnicki.
Sabrina Rose Silva.
Erica Ann Osborne.
Lauren Marie Sweatland.
Donna Jean Osborne.
Rebecca Tyler.
Karen Elizabeth Parham.
Lacey Jacqueline Williams.
Savannah Lee Pitassi.
Teresa Sarah Yurchis.
Zachary Thomas Rutlinger.
Marla Benoit.
Laura Lee Reyes.
Connie Denise Kaufman.
Edith Ruiz Aragon.
Paige Alexandra Delcor.
Claudius Reish.
Sherrianna Rochelle Grotsky.
Natalie Brianne Scheller.
Jamie Lynn Haley.
Austin Michael Shaneline.
Paula Einery Lynham.
John Richard Schroeder.
Ari May Mutis.
Russell Wayne Schweikert.
Julie Celeste McKinnon.
Adam D. Shikamoto.
Lauren Suzanne Peterson.
Derek Clayton Short.
Catherine Elizabeth Williams.
Casey Tavita Saliga.
Ryan David Eichhorn.
James Luke Skelton.
Jonah Lynn Gill.
Cole Raymond Smith.
Jessica O.C. Kempner.
Angela Gale Speaker.
Paul David Kitzman.
Daria Starkova.
Krista Katz Kohler.
Megan Eleanor Sterling Barnett.
Sarah Elizabeth Beauvais.
Casey Elaine Swanson.
Anna Lisa Lopresti.
Bill Jim 2.
Darcy Michelle Mason.
Nicholas Robert Taylor.
Ellie R. Nelson.
Brianna Ebet Trejo.
Stephanie May Sini.
Dorinda Grace Tuhig.
Isha Summerson Sever.
Zachary Lawrence Urrutia.
Sandra Desiree Stack.
Mitchell Todd Vaccaro.
April Marie Williams.
Deanna Marie Varner.
Chelsea Nicole Winner.
Joshua James Warden.
Janet Marilyn Aaron Backen.
Ronald Jennings White.
Mary Murphy Bailey.
Corinne Cherie Williamson.
Scott Elliott Birkinshaw.
Jordan David Wilson.
Stephanie Kirsten Bjorkquist.
Alexander Mark Ian Wright.
Kyle Colton Blank.
Haley Akemi Yasoi.
Kayla Marie Bortolazzo.
Eric K. Ankle.
Yuka William Boyd.
Vanessa Rose Barrett.
David Alexander Brown.
Kevin Mark Blair.
Christina Marie Burns.
Kathleen Johnson.
Daniel Bademine Carr.
Ophelia Del Carmen Alcontrera Llerena.
Jessica Lee Cook.
Sashta Bakshi.
Victoria Louise Cook.
Hanaro Hasanto Castaneos Castillo.
Jamie Rebecca Cope.
Laura Irene Diaz de Leon Guzman.
Corina Joe Craig.
Delfino Espinoza.
Katie Irene DeRico.
Emma Regina Guerra Hasso.
Melissa Marie Duffy.
Lilia Patricia Hernandez Salas.
Spencer Scott Font.
Roxanne Michelle Beigel Coriel.
Grace Kathleen Gargus.
Kristen Louise Johnson.
Carrie Jo Gregg.
Joan Elizabeth Keller Hand.
Mandy David Graves.
Eden Carol McCarthy.
Caitlin Flowers Gray.
Edgar Lopez Falcone.
Eric Austin Hamilton.
Alejandra Madreno Silva.
Sierra Marie Harvey.
Paulina Tere Ponce.
Nicole Leanne Hodges.
Cynthia Sienna Cianana Perez.
Madeline Marie Holcomb.
Edith Estella Roncha Flores.
Tesla Nicole Jarsky.
Georgina Sandoval Gonzalez.
Jonathan Carl Johal.
Julio Manuel Torres Pecos.
Ryan Michael Johnson.
Michael J. Voss.
Catherine Suzanne Jones.
Andy Stephen Card.
Aaron Scott Josephson.
Brittney Amanda Millerman.
Amanda Renee Klein.
Tracy Nielsen.
Therese Bagley Kwiatkowski.
Gina Lynn Scasia.
Jennifer Joanne Leggett. Stephen Ray Long. Kelly Marie Noyce. Alan Peter Porowski. Sunshine Perry. Ashley Schwedis. Chad Robert Snyder. Jesse Stonewood. Martha Oldfield Street. Emily Diane Warnke Crary. Kimberly Marie Wetzel. Jordan Alexander Wine.
We will now award degrees for the Oregon Health and Science University, School of Nursing at Southern Oregon University. Dr. Joanne Noon will greet the students.
Stacy Lynn Andrews. Connie Marie Bologna. Teresa J. Campanelli. Linus Minor Chapin. Joy Ray Den. Katie Jo Dorfler. Jennifer Ann Graham. Caitlin Nicole Hammervold. Tara Ann Meck. Jasmine Irene Jean Smith. Caitlin Keeley Williams. Hannah K. Wilson.
Ladies and gentlemen, the class of 2013. After the ceremony, President Cullinan is hosting an informal reception for all graduates, their families, and guests at the far end of the field. Please remain in your seats until the platform party and the faculty have exited the area. And now I invite President Cullinan back to the podium to bring our commencement ceremony to a close.
All right, class of 2013, now is the tassel ceremony. Take your right hand and grab your tassel and move it from the right side of your mortarboard to the left. You are now graduated. Now you can throw your caps in the air. Thank you all. We're done with our ceremony.
take this time to thank you all. You've been a great crowd. You've done well. You can't hear me, can you? Hello?
Thank everybody for coming out.
I want to thank you guys all for coming out.